pattern. Again, I'm doing the smaller size hat. I've already worked the 2 single crochet rows, and I started the next row where it says to single crochet 14 stitches. So I've done that. Now I'm going to show how to attach the second strand of yarn so that the brim is thicker and you'll be able to shape once it's finished. So what I'm going to do is insert the hook and grab second strand of yarn, and you can either use the other end of the ball of yarn you're using, or if you have 2 balls of the same color, just do it that way. You only need a small amount, so you won't need that much. So I'm trying to figure out how to best to show you this. So I have the second strand of yarn. I'm going to drape it over the hook, leaving a little tail so that I can sew it in later, and then holding it with both strands, pull through the single crochet, and I haven't changed the size of my hook. I'm keeping it the same. So this will probably feel a little awkward when you're first making it, and that's all you do, and then you draw through both. So the pattern says after your first single crochet to work 2 single crochets, still working with the double strands. Make sure you don't lose one. And the next single crochet, and then single crochet, and then it says repeat 7 more times. So I'm going to work that across. 2 and 1. Okay, so I finished repeating it 7 times, and at the end it calls for a slip stitch in the next stitch. So that's all we do is a slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 1 and turn. So now you're going to be working on the inside of the brim, and it says slip stitch and next single crochet and chain 1. So you're going to skip this first stitch here because that's where your slip stitch was. So you're going to go to the next one, which is the chain 1. So you're going to slip stitch in there, draw through, then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet in the next 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then it says to single crochet and double crochet in next stitch. So you're going to work 2 stitches in here. So 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. And just a tip as well, this pattern I have it written out with double crochet, but if you find the brim too large, like if you want a shorter brim, then you can use half double crochet instead of double crochet. But I'm going to follow the pattern, so I'm going to keep it as double crochet. So, and then it says to double crochet across the next 14 stitches. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I've worked the 14 stitches, or the 14 double crochet across the brim. Now I'm going to do work the 2 stitches again, but the opposite way. So I'm going to do a double crochet first, and then a single crochet. So double, whoops, see, I lost a strand. Make sure you don't lose a strand when you're making this. Double crochet, single crochet, and then it says to single crochet in next 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now you have 1 stitch left with the 2 strands, and your next stitch is with a single strand. So the pattern reads slip stitch in next 2 stitches, or next slip stitch in next 2 single crochet, sorry. one of the single crochet will be on the single-stranded crochet. So, and that's all I meant by that, was that it's going to be on part of the edge of the hat instead of on the brim. So we're going to do 2 slip stitches. 1, 2, and then chain 1, turn. Okay, so now we're working on the last row of the brim, and it says to slip stitch in first slip stitch of previous row. So if we turn this around, this is our first slip stitch. But now that we're working right side, it's actually going to be our second spot where we're going to be slip stitching into. So we've already chained 1, so I'm going to insert the hook and slip stitch. This is just to help us give it the nice tapered edging on the sides. Then we're going to crochet, or sorry, chain 1, and then crochet, single crochet in next 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to work the 2 stitches, which is single crochet and double crochet again in the first part of the increased row from the previous row. So single crochet, double crochet, and then we're going to be working across double crochet, and there'll be 16 of them. So I worked the 16 double crochet. Now I'm going to work the 2 stitches again to work on the taper. So it's going to be a double crochet and then a single crochet, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. So now it says to single crochet in next slip stitch. So it's going to be, it's going to feel a little awkward inserting your hook here, because it's not really because it's a slip stitch, it's not really what's the word, easy, I guess, to pull through. But I mean, your hook will go through, but just make sure you're gone through both ends of the loop, and you're going to single crochet, and then it says to drop a strand. So make sure you drop the right strand from the original ball of yarn you're working, and all you're going to do is slip stitch. And it says there will be a portion of the brim that is not from the stitch of previous row, is the back loop of the chain 1 turn portion of the brim, and that's this little ridge right here. It's not a stitch at all, but that's where we're going to tie in the brim to complete the tapered side. So insert your hooks, hook, and slip stitch. So now we're back to single strands, and then you're going to single crochet the rest of the hat, and that's it. That's how you do the brim. At the end of it, once you've joined, you'll be doing another round of single crochet all around, and you can either single crochet. Another option is to slip stitch around your, I should show you on this side, slip stitch around the single crochets and then work your single crochet around the brim. Usually when I single crochet around the brim, I'll just work it through the back loops only of the stitches. That's just how I like to do it. You can do it through the full stitch. It's totally up to you. It's however you want to finish it. But definitely tie up the ends to give it a more even flowing edge. And that's how you make the newsboy pattern hat. Thank you for watching.